Hello there. I'm Dr. Brant Hulsebus, and welcome to another edition of the ICA Sports and Fitness Science Council podcast. This is our first couple of podcasts. We're introducing ourselves to you, letting you know who we are and what we're hoping to see this board and some of the things that we can accomplish as a organization. So today I am joined by none of our board members, Dr. Joe. And Dr. Joe has been part of this ICA Sports and Fitness Council much longer than I have, but he's part of our group that's going to revamp this and get it going again. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, Dr. Joe? Tell us who you are, where you're coming from, and a little bit maybe about your history with this board.
Thanks. Yes, Dr. Joe Amunategui, the second generation chiropractor. Not as many generations as you, Doc, but hopefully there'll be more. I started with the ICA Sports Council back in 93, and so they were forming it at that time, and we actually became formed around 94. And so I'm actually one of the original board members and founding member, which I have one of those great certificates up in my office. So proud to be an ICA member of FICA. And, growing up chiropractic, everything about chiropractic is an honor to me. And what we're doing here today for the benefit of chiropractic in keeping alive manual adjusting and keeping all these tricks of the trade that has been passed down from our ancestors who went to school with many different techniques for helping many different types of people. A lot of those techniques are not around anymore, but other ones come in and they take over, which is okay. But it's good to have more artillery in your tool belt. Let's call it tools instead of artillery. Let's towards helping with subluxations. So that's the primary focus here is with athletes. And what we're here to show people is there's different techniques that are needed for these people, all different sports, from ballroom dancers to hockey players to world's strongest men, power lifters. These are all people in our wheelhouse. And there's a whole bunch of doctors that have got together here, I think, that are on this board that are going to be instrumental in bringing this forward to the new students that are coming out that have no idea of the amount and magnitude of help that we could give to these athletes. The ones that are privy to the knowledge of chiropractic, the way that we are able to administer it, they will not do without it because it's their edge. I'm down here in Hollandale, Florida, which is near Hollywood. It's right in between Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So I have a vast number of soccer players, MMA fighters, boxers. I got to work with Angelo Dundee and his boxing teams, as well as Tommy Torino in the Boxing Hall of Fame for Muhammad Ali. And these are the patients that come to me because of the technique that I have to offer that was passed down to me. And I'm really looking forward to not bringing them to the grave with me. I know you feel the same about let's share the wealth of knowledge that'll bring this change to the world a spine at a time. Thanks for having me here today. I hope that wasn't too lengthy.
No, you're great. We talk a lot about when I x-ray the hockey team before the season starts, we'd always see if they're left or right-handed based on their x-rays, by the way they carry the stick. And I had this really cool adjustment. You brought up a memory that Grandpa taught Dad and Dad taught me to get that upper T1, T2 to move on these guys that are always like this. And I show that to all the other chiropractors that come shadow me. So it's going to be a lot of mentoring. I think we got a little program. We're going to do a certificate where you come learn from us. But besides just the technique, I'm sure over the years you learn just the way you interact with an athlete might be different than a mom with two babies, right? The conversations and the table talk, as we call it as chiropractors. You want to talk a little bit about talking with athletes and how you decided to share that with others?
For me, thank you. I believe that finding out what their goals are is the most important thing. Let's bring apart the symmetry, first of all, because most of them are ambidextrous and they want to be able to use both sides of their body equally. They can't do that if there's nerve interference. What I do is a strength test with the goniometer and show them where they have the weakness. Now, with World's Strongest Men that I work with, or power or world-class power lifters, I have hand grip that I got from the World's Strongest Man contest. And I let them try number 5, which if they're in the industry, they know what that is. It's very hard. There's 4 people in the world that can squeeze it completely. But the amount of distance that they get has improved after an adjustment always, because chiropractic always works, right? But we never have to worry about, oh, I took pressure off this nerve and they don't have more power. When we take our foot off a garden hose, of course the water's going to flow better. And when the message from the brain to the function gets a chance to work optimally, there is no chance that it cannot work, right? It's always a wonderful thing to watch the expression on their face, knowing that they're going to go back with confidence and power to go and exceed in whatever event or competition that they are doing. For me, I've gotten the privilege, like yourself, to work with some amazing people and be trusted with multi-million-dollar bodies that they make their living with. And it's a great honor. And I think that anybody who learns these techniques is really going to appreciate having them in their tool belt.
And that's what makes you different than the chiropractors in your town, is the fact that you've learned some of these sports things and you've learned how to adapt around these athletes. And I think that's where we're all really excited to be able to share with the new members on this board how they can achieve some of the similar things. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to launch this thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Very excited. Yep.
So make sure you come back and check out more of our podcasts that are up and coming. We're going to be talking more with our board. We have a lot of new guests coming in, people in the sports world. I'm going to talk to other athletes. We're going to talk to other chiropractors that work on athletes and people that follow different athletic programs within the chiropractic profession. But before I go, Dr. Joe, let's see if you have any more last words here before we wrap it up.
Let's keep chiropractic alive. Let's remember that chiro is the Latin word for hand. Practica means done by. Let's go out there and move some bones. Let's take that pressure off. Let the power that made the body heal the body, and let these people live at their full potential. My father used to say, people who come into our office find the fountain of youth. And it was true. People that come in hunched over, their injuries seem like monumental, and they've been to every doctor. You don't have to, you can attest to this yourself, Doc, is that they have the money and the means to get to any type of doctor they want. And when they come to you after all the doctors they've seen, and all of a sudden they have success, that is going to spread like wildfire throughout their industry, whatever it may be. And yes, you cannot help but grow your practice by having knowledge. And your knowledge, the 18 inches from here to here, from above down, inside out, is going to definitely be the thing that you're going to take away from being with any one of these doctors, getting your certificate in all our different techniques. And I'm really looking forward to passing on this information and bringing this wealth of knowledge to the people out there. Remember, let's change the world a spine at a time. Thanks for letting me be out here with you. It was a real pleasure to see you today, Doc.
Great words, man. Great words. And like I said, you get one athlete running a little bit faster, getting over a plateau, jumping higher, moving faster. And as soon as you get that athlete over that plateau, the whole team's coming in, so you better get ready. That's what we love, right? All right. This is our podcast. We're going to have a lot more fun stuff coming. So wherever you're listening to this or watching this, make sure you subscribe and share this with your other chiropractic friends. And we got a lot more fun stuff coming at you. And we're going to be doing seminars. We're going to be getting certificate done. We got so much fun stuff coming. You can tell Dr. Joe and I are just really pumped and really excited for this. So we look forward to hearing more from you later. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye. Things are true.